Hello, 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 you guys. MoTheGoddess here. I was inspired. I'm sitting here watching a YouTube um, lifestyle channel, one of the channels that I love to watch. And it's a young man, probably even younger than both my sons. And what inspires me about these young people is they get out, they travel, they are adventurous. They out here getting money, creating businesses, vlogging, doing all the things. Doing things that, quite honestly, I didn't know how to do, or I didn't have the courage to do in that particular way that some of these young people are doing. But one of the things that he mentioned in his vlog, I wanted to talk to you about, and that is stop thinking everybody out here got it together. You guys, I am about to be 55 years old. For those of you who are new here on my channel, I have lived in Bali, Indonesia for the past 5 years, which I absolutely love. Life there is so easy, it's so inexpensive. I was inspired to move there just following my spirit. You know, I've told this story so many times, so I won't go into it in this video. But I moved from Atlanta to Bali, Indonesia. And one of the things that it taught me living over there in that country and just having so much peace and so much freedom was how strong I am and how certain things that I thought were important are definitely not even important at the end of the day, like stuff, accumulating things, ripping and running and, having the best job and, work, work, work. That thing that the United States has taught most of us who are from here and who live here. But I'm visiting Georgia now, and I notice how instantly the energy changes for me when I come here. Instantly, I feel anxious. Instantly, I feel like, oh my God, I'm not doing enough. And when I'm in Indonesia, it's like I'm waking up when I want to, having nature, being in the sun, cooking healthy foods, having people smile at me, just being served and being appreciated in a way that I don't feel when I'm in the United States. When I'm in the United States, I feel like I have to catch up. I feel like everybody's doing something and I should be right along with them doing just as much. And it ain't even like that. We just get caught up in the matrix of doing things the way that we were taught that doesn't necessarily feel good to us. What used to feel good, because I used to think like the more money, the more cars, the better house, the better clothes you have, that means you really doing the damn thing. And now I know that it don't even, that ain't even what it is. It ain't even that important. You know what I'm saying? What's important is your quality of life, your health. How do you feel on the inside? Are you able to breathe? Are you able to think? Are you able to create? Are you in an environment that is conducive to you having all of those things? When you're in the United States, you're immediately startled by the alarm. You got to get up. You got to go, go, go. You always do, do, do. And one thing that it kind of brought to light for me being here is so let me just tell you, I'm visiting. I was doing a massage tour here. I decided, I need to come back to the United States and re-up. Now, that's one thing I can say about the U.S. We have access to more here when it comes to consumerism. There are some things that I needed that I couldn't necessarily get in Bali. And at the same time, my family's still here. I wanted to see my family. And I wanted to, tie up some loose ends here. And I felt like, I don't want to be complacent. I want to keep it moving. Life is short. So, anyway, I came here to Atlanta to wrap some things up. And I had already known before I left Bali, like, I don't want to jump into having my own place again. I don't want to jump into having to, sign a lease to move into an apartment or, buy a car and have car payment and car insurance. So I manifested the opportunity to go on this platform, which was recommended to me after speaking to someone in Indonesia, and start to house sit. I am currently on a beautiful house sit. I have been house sitting since I've been here in Atlanta. This is my fourth house sit. The next one I start next week. But this is my fourth house sit. And I'm literally in someone else's home, watching their home and their pet. And I'm not paying no rent. You know what I'm saying? I'm living in these beautiful houses and I'm able to handle my business. And some would frown on that. I'm about to be 55 years old, and a lot of people think that as you age, the more things and stuff you have, the more settled you are, the more the direction of your life, the better, the wiser you are, the more successful you are. And for me, that has never been. I'm not. No, don't say never, girl, because you was in the mix. You was in the mix not long ago. But for me now, success does not mean things and stuff and accumulation. I travel with 2 suitcases, and it stresses me out because I feel like I'm overloaded. I am a girl who has always loved fashion. Now, I like to have my hair and my nails done, okay? Which I do my hair myself, and I do go and get my nails and my feet done, and I do like my skin looking good, and I do like to feel healthy, and I do like to eat good food. But there was a time that I wanted all the clothes, all the fashions. There was a time that I thought I had to drive the best car. And if I wasn't doing enough. I wasn't good enough. I don't feel like that anymore. But when I'm here, I see that other people, especially being in Atlanta, that's how they live. I had reached out to a family member of mine and asked them if they could do me a huge favor. And they weren't able to accommodate me because he says, I'm working from 9 in the morning to 9:30 at night. I can't help you. And I was like, a part of me was feeling some type of way. I'm not going to lie, because I don't like to hear the word no. Okay? Straight up. But then I had to stop and think, and I was like, it don't matter if it's family. It doesn't matter if it's friends that you've known a long time. That is the way of this Western world. The job and the doing and the working all day takes over to where you can't help your family. You can't help your friends. You don't even feel good about helping folks. Like I said, the people in Indonesia, they appreciate you. It's like they live to serve you. They are happy. And it makes you happy that someone appreciates you in that way. I ain't been here I ain't been to the United States in forever, and you would think that my family would be excited to help. I'm not salty anymore, but I'm just mentioning how the mindset and the movement and the energy is so different here. And it's because a lot of people have not just uprooted themselves and gone over and been in a new environment where they can see like, okay, this is what I've been missing. This is what it's about. And we don't know until we allow ourselves to do something different. So I just wanted to come on here. I'm not going to keep y'all long because I can get to talking and talking and talking. But I just wanted to come on here and I wanted to encourage you. If you are feeling like, oh, you're over this thing, whatever this thing is. Going to this job, oh my God, working all day. I don't get time to spend, I don't have time for my family. I don't have time to work out. I don't have time to think straight. I'm stressed out. I ain't got enough money. And that's most people's story, but they ain't going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you that. They're going to front. They're going to pretend. They're going to live above their means. They're going to struggle. And another reason why people don't really open themselves up and are transparent about what's happening in their lives is because what I encounter. People don't want to help you. People too busy. And some of it is not their fault. You know what I'm saying? Because they're too busy. But some of it is just people, they're all about themselves. So I encourage you to start being about yourself and looking for new ways to make you happy. I have 4 more house sits here in the United States. And I can log on right now to Trusted House Sitters, which is what I use. And I can get as many all over the world as I want. And I just wanted to share that with you because I'm like, yeah, sometimes you just don't know. You don't know that there's a different way. You don't know that you can live in another country for less than $1,500 a month. And that's a good life. That's a good life. That was my life. I was like, first of all, I don't want to live anywhere anymore that has, at least right now, I'm going to speak for right now, that has more than one climate. I like dressing like this. I like year-round being comfortable. I like being able to afford what, $800 a month. Now that I told y'all $1,500, but $800 a month. It covered my rent, it covered my food, it covered my motorbike that I rented, which is the primary source of transportation in Indonesia. $800 a month. And a lot of people ask, like, how much does it cost? What's the cost of living there? The cost of living is whatever you want it to be. You can live way up here, you can live right here, or you can live right here. I chose to live somewhere in the middle because I didn't want to have to be worried about how I'm going to make ends meet. I can go online and I could talk to people. I could do my fan pages. I'm opening up a membership page so that I can help other people transition out of the matrix and learn how to earn money online. But you have to think different. You can't be shamed. You got to step out of the box. You got to be able to sell yourself. You got to be able to talk to people. You got to be confident. You can't pretend. And it starts with being vulnerable. It starts with taking the mask off. It starts with you looking within. It starts on the inside. And a lot of people don't even know the steps to take to get there. I didn't know. I had to work myself through. And the more questions I asked and the more I started to think outside of the box, then Spirit led me to a better way, a more comfortable way for me. And I realized there's a lot of people out there who will not share what I'm sharing with you. They won't share. And they won't ask questions. Some of you will not ask questions. But anyway, this is not for the some of you who will not ask questions. This is not for the some of you who do not want to do something different. This is for the some of you who are feeling like, this don't feel good for me anymore. My health is not good. My mind is not good. My time is not good. My money is not good. How could I do something different to live a better life? Because life is short. If that is you, hit me up. Hit me up. Click the link. Invest in yourself.